Hey guys and gals who like pedals and me. So, here, next review of a SviSound pedal from my good friend Mark Svirkov. I don't know. Mark. Completely hand-built boutique pedals, whatever that means. In a very cool steampunky design. And we're looking at the Overzoid oz01, which is kind of the standard model. It's an Overdrive, let's call it Overdrive. Overzoid, that's what the name suggests. And here's my chain. The Quenzel Custom Guitars, M3, big-ass Sweetwater mahogany body with maple top, maple neck, maple fretboard, and just look at that beautiful flame maple neck in charcoal burst. Beautiful. We have some very nice Schuller top-locking M6 minis on here, which I really like, and I'm very glad the guys from Schuller were nice enough to send those over. And of course, Bob Gabriel, Mr. Bob! Completely custom pickups. They don't have a name. They're probably the M3 model with killer crazy single coil sounds. And I'm gonna put some more of his pickups in some more of my guitars later. More on that later. That's going into the Overzoid oz01, which is then going into the Strymon DIG for some delay in case we need it. Then it's going into the right there Carl Martin Custom Shop 50 amp. The Deeflexxes in front of it are for my sake, so I can hear exactly what you're hearing. You know, I'm not getting any muddiness because it's kind of going past me. That looked up. I'm farting and I'm trying to, you know, wave it away. I did not fart, even though I do sometimes. And, okay, that's being mic'd. Going into the cab, vintage 30s, that's being mic'd with an SM57, blah, 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 blah. The whole thing is being powered, just so you know that there's the best power frickin' possible in the world, with the, it says on top, the most advanced power supply in the world. Let me show you, right there. That's the Yankee HSM24. Those freaking Polish guys who made it are crazy. Their power supplies, you know, usually power supplies have 100 milliamp, 100, and then maybe 350. Even their 8-out has 400 across the board and then even 1100 on some. This has 4 or 5 outputs with 2000 milliamps. And it's got 16 overall. It can do anything from 1 volt to 24, movable, switchable, DC, AC, any freaking thing you want in the world. It is the most powerful power supply there is. You can power 40 to 60 pedals with that, and, you know, it doesn't even care. Also comes with a handy little LED light to attach to it, which I can use to illuminate. Can you see that? The volume, the tone, and the gain. Because these are etched into kind of like a brass plate here, so they might be difficult to read. Also, the markings on the knobs might be tough to read on the stage. So on the fuzz, I actually marked it in myself so you can see it. Very cool design, but, well, we'll talk about that later. So, here's my clean sound. That's not my clean sound, that's my clean sound. That's a clean sound. And we're gonna go a little bit lower gain here. Tone in the middle. And we're gonna engage. Some kind of that setting and try some single coil stuff. I got some great results earlier. Tiny bit of fuzz in it. Do you hear that? It's kind of like a hi-fi sound. People describe it as a hi-fi sound. I describe it as a little bit fuzzy. compare what the switch does. Compresses more, makes it more bassy. That's what the switch does. I prefer it in the down position. Hey, have I mentioned that I'm playing a Timbertones Woodpick? If not, I'm playing a Timbertones Woodpick. I've just mentioned it. Kinda nice, huh? Here's what I think. Yeah, my journey to find more pipes led me to this wall with a copper pipe. Because, hey, there isn't any copper on this Overzoid, what the crap. The Overzoid oz01 from SviSound. Overzoid is just a freaking cool name. And Mark really puts a lot of detail in the little brass plating. What do I think about it? I thought about this question long and hard. That's what she said. Let's talk about some build quality stuff. I love this plug for the 9 volt that just yells quality. There's spider webs everywhere, and I have a little bit of an issue with spiders. I love this little grill over the LED. All this is very handmade and very boutique, whatever that means. There were 4 big ass rubber feet on here, very high, very solid. I had to take them off because we needed the Velcro to put it in the pedal testing station. We already covered, this doesn't do too much. Maybe you heard it, maybe you didn't. I like the horizontal layout of these pedals, it's a little bit different. What I don't like is that these knobs, which look very nice in golden and all this, they are very hard to read. So I'd rather sacrifice a little bit of visual awesomeness for actual usability. But let's come to the sound. I fought with this pedal for weeks. And I have to admit that I was very afraid that I would have to kind of say, I don't like it. That I would have to say, not my kind of thing. Many times I got a pretty shitty sound out of it. It was too fizzy, it was too much fuzziness in it. There was it didn't compress the way I wanted it. It just didn't. My mom's trying to blind me. And on the ceiling, mother. Not in my eyes. Moms. I didn't get the sound I wanted. It was very hard to play. I was fighting with it like crazy. Now, complete honesty, in the demo that you just saw, I didn't experience any of that. It was fun to play. It was a low gain overdrive, it wasn't like super singing, but all the things that I was gonna point out that I didn't like, for some reason that combination today worked out just fine. So, it depends on what you do with it, it depends on your amp, it depends on the guitar, maybe it depends on the day, I don't know. But I'm gonna leave it up to you to judge the sound because you heard it. It gives you a very... Wertig is the German word. You feel that you got something valuable in your hand. The way it looks, the way it feels. When you open it, you know everything has been made by hand by one guy. So if you're looking for an overdrive that has that little bit of a hi-fi feel, the ceiling, not my eyes. Thank you. You know what? Professional lighting people are hard to come by, so never hire your family. The ceiling!
For free?
Yes, for... Impossible. This is what I was gonna say. I saw several people play this. I saw Jay Cloudshare play this, and it was, you know, Overdrive. Or no, was it the Metalzoid? Can't remember, but for me it sounded way too fuzzy. And then I saw the Premier Guitar review of this, and they were like, well, it's a very hi-fi, and I was just like, yeah, I'm sorry, it sounded like crap. I literally thought that the Premier Guitar review was a dirty, muffy, kind of fuzzy thing, and it had nothing to do with an open overdrive, which I expected this to be. But today in my demo, it sounded the way I wanted it to sound. And I thought it sounded better than what Premier Guitar came out. And I thought what they were saying about it wasn't really true to the way it sounded. So you're gonna have to play around with it and find your way of using it, okay? That's my honest opinion. I was kind of disappointed for a while, and today I changed my opinion. So my mom's going, I don't know what that's supposed to be. And she's giving me the hard lighting again instead of the ceiling lighting, but okay. Well, I'm out. Look at the tube on the wall.